This is our first lesson on the Twinkle series for learning our Twinkle Twinkle song. This is called Alligator-Birdie on open A and D. We're going to be practicing the rhythm that we'll be using for our song, but only using the open A and D strings. So what do we need to do to get ready? Well, first of all, our violin should be tuned, especially our A and D string. Our shoulder rest or sponge is on. Our bow is tightened up and rosined if it needs it. And then we get in playing position and we're ready to play. So we're going to firstly explain what is an alligator-birdie rhythm. Why do we call it that? Because if we have our steady beat like this, we're playing this rhythm. Alligator-birdie, alligator-birdie, alligator-birdie. It sounds like on the D string is that's our rhythm. Now here's a couple things we want to be careful of as we set the bow on to play. So where should our bow be? Should it be here over the fingerboard? No, no good. Here over the bridge? No, no good. It should be right in this kind of tunnel between the fingerboard and the bridge. Of the fingerboard and the bridge, our bow should be moving across here. Not down here, it'll be very scratchy. Now up here, we'll get more than one string. It'd be hard to play only on one string. So we'll be right in the middle. Also, what part of the bow are we going to play in? We don't want to play here close to the frog, or it'll be very crunchy. And we don't need to be so far out. Comfortably in the middle of the bow. So it depends how long your arm is and how you're set up. But for me, it's about right here in the bow. That's where I'm starting. But anywhere in that middle third of the bow is going to be a good place. We don't need a lot of pressure. Just set the bow on there gently, and then we'll try our rhythm. 1, 2, gently, and then we'll try our rhythm. 1, 2, alligator-birdie. One more thing. I'm not making a hard stop of the bow on the short notes, on the birdie notes. We're not going like that. Just a little space. That gives us a better sound. Then we're going to move over and do it on the A string here. So when we're playing our piece, we'll have to do it sometimes on the D string, on the A string. So we have to make a string crossing where our bow pivots or moves from here to here, just like a seesaw. That's someplace to be really careful, because if we don't go far enough, we'll get 2 strings. If we go too far, I might get, say, the E string instead of the A string. So we only want the D string and the A string. So it's not a big movement from the D to the A, but it does have to move. Let's talk about how we're going to do this bowing with our arm. We want to be forward. We don't want to move our shoulder like this. I want to go for my whole shoulder because the bow won't stay straight. I want to keep that here, almost as if I was against a wall or something, and I was having to bend here. So, like this. Let's talk about how much bow we're using. Not very much. If I use a lot of bow, I get a big, airy, messy sound. If I don't use enough bow, it might sound like this and just scratch. So you just find the place between those two. Too much, not enough. Relax, goes up there. Small bows, but enough to get a good sound. So let's do 4 of those on D and then 4 on the A. Ready, and 1. A. There's our alligator birdie rhythm. Now you can practice that. You can practice it like 4 on the D and 4 on the A. You can do 2 on the D and 2 on the A. You can go back and forth. D string, one pattern, A string one time, D string, A string. That's a really good practice once you get the hang of the string crossing to make yourself go back and forth. See if you can do that without getting any string crossing noise. So once you're feeling good about your alligator birdie rhythm on the open strings, then you can move on to the next video where we will start using our fingers.